Hello my beautiful friends, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Miss Lani, and as you may or may not know, on Wednesdays on this channel I share fun facts, which is what I'm going to be sharing this week, thankfully, as opposed to last week. Jeez, I'm nervous as shit. Would have embarrassed myself on the internet for nothing. This is gonna be really hard. This is embarrassing and it's gross. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. It wasn't a relationship, it was like a situationship. I'm gonna die. Fuck, that hurts. Yeah. It was a bit rough. But this week I'm so happy that I'm going to be shining a light on Mozambique. Okay, so without wasting your time, I'm just gonna get straight to the facts. Fun fact number one. So, Mozambique is one of the only 4 countries in the world to have a gun on their national flag, and this gun is a AK-47. Now that is some high-level savage-ish over there, but it's not really meant out of malice. It's symbolic of the civil war in which their independence was finally granted in 1975, and this AK-47 was used to gain their freedom. So it's quite a meaningful symbol. Many argue though that the gun incentivizes, I hope that is the right word, the frequency and intensity of gun violence in the country. I don't know, let me know what your thoughts are on this, considering what it actually signifies, and then let me know what you think about guns in general, and then just having them on a national flag. In my opinion, I don't know if every country does this, but at school, I'm from Zimbabwe in case you don't know, but at school, at the school assembly, when we were singing the national anthem, the flag would be right in front of us, and for the most part, when we sing the national anthem, because it goes pretty hand in hand with the flag, we would look at the flag or the teachers and what principal at the front or whatever, but then the flag would be right there staring at us, right? And you see it every day. Was close to the gate too, so every day you come to school you see the flag, every day you go home you see the flag, at break time you see the flag. And if it's the same thing that happens in Mozambique, I do feel like it actually desensitizes children, like for, you know, guns. I feel like children wouldn't see guns as a tool that can enforce destruction and violence and pain, rather an effective tool to gain freedom or whatever the case is. That's my take, but do let me know in the comments what you think about this. Fun fact number 2, the official language of Mozambique is Portuguese. I found this quite fascinating, but before we get to that, unfortunately, I think it's unfortunate that only 50% of the country actually speaks this language. There is a variety of other languages like Bantu languages that are spoken in Mozambique, and in order for me to not butcher this, I'm gonna read them. I only know Shangan, and I'm not even sure if that's the correct pronunciation. Shangana. There's Ndau, there's Makua, and 60 other different dialects of the Bantu language, like I mentioned. And English is apparently only spoken around where there's hotels and lodges or wherever really that tourists can be found, but it's not a very widely spoken language. Now back to me thinking that Portuguese being a language that is widely spoken in Mozambique, it being fascinating, that is. Have you realized how similar Portuguese and Spanish are? Like, I used to work with a girl that spoke Portuguese, and people didn't know the difference, right? I think maybe it's like that to people that don't speak Spanish. But I find Spanish incredibly sexy. And like when a person speaks Portuguese, I'm like, but yeah, I think it's really fascinating. I had a friend that spoke Portuguese too, but like I don't think I've ever met met enough people that speak Portuguese, or even like a man that can entice me and speak Portuguese in the same way I imagine a person would do when they speak Spanish. Okay, I don't feel like it's represented enough generally, but yeah, that's a story for another day. Let's move on to the next number 3. So, homosexuality is actually legal in Mozambique. I do feel like it's absurd that a person's sexuality is something that can be put on the law. Like, no, this person is not supposed to choose this. But Africa is known as a very like homophobic continent, so it is quite something to celebrate when a country legalizes the freedom of choice in sexuality, right? Because really nobody has anything to do with anyone's sexuality. But anyway, but I think this is really amazing, because then anyone can travel to Mozambique. Unlike, I can't say the same about my country, and I'm very ashamed, but there is little to nothing that I can do, at least for now. But yeah, anybody can travel there, and you can go and exercise your Portuguese, and then like now I'm imagining a beautiful girl speaking Portuguese with me, like it's exciting. But yeah, anyone can travel there, and you can go sightseeing or whatever, and just get the Mozambican experience. Fun fact number 4. So Mozambique has won 2 Olympic medals, and get this is where it gets sweeter and better. Okay, so the Olympic medals it's gold and bronze, and both of them, this is the sweet part, were won by a woman. Me, I like to hear things like this. So her name is Maria Matola. In 1996 she won the bronze, and in 1996 is when I was born. Anyway, in 2000 she then won the gold. She specialized in women's 800 meters in the running event. I think that's really amazing. Like, it's the whole girls who run this mother, girl power. Thank you for celebrating girl power with me. Now, next point. Fun fact number 5. So, Mozambique is the only one-word country in the world with all 5 vowels. And it's said that if laid on the scrabble tiles, it scores more than any other one-word country in the world. And I'm like, this is fascinating and all, but like, it gets me back to the point where I ask myself, who actually finds these things out? Like, this is just like, it takes a special kind of brain to think about things like this and actually like have them out there. I think this is like pretty cool. Like, whoever started gathering fun facts and stuff like that, I think this was a really cool person with a really cool brain, and people that actually come up with things like this and look at them and see the world in such a way, unlike me that does the research that they come up with. I think it's so cool. Anyway, yeah, there you have it, folks. Mozambique is the only one-word country in the world with all 5 vowels in its name. Yeah. Fun fact number 6. Some of the scenes in Leonardo Dicaprio's 2006 film Blood Diamond were shot in the capital city of Mozambique, Maputo. And I think this is quite fascinating, you guys. Like, I like when like African countries are getting the recognition that they deserve, because we have so much beauty and richness here, and like it's just like really annoying for all those things to be spread around, like the ridiculous things I hear people talking or saying rather about Africa. They just no. But yeah, I get really happy when things like this happen, because then Africa is highlighted in the light that it's supposed to, how beautiful it is, how resourceful it can be to the rest of the world. It is actually, not can be, how resourceful it is to the rest of the world. So yeah, about the movie, I do not know the movie, never watched the movie, excuse me. I do know Leonardo Dicaprio, he's a cool guy. He's a very, not cool guy. He's a cool actor. I don't know whether or not he's a cool guy, but I know he's a really cool, very talented actor. I'm not a movies fanatic, but he was on Titanic, right? And that's what I remember. And this other movie that I really think is dope, where he was not qualified for anything, but he went on jumping from profession to profession. I think he was a doctor, he was a pilot, I don't remember if he was a lawyer or something, but he did stuff like that, which was pretty cool. But this particular movie, the only thing I remember about it is how obsessed with it my ex was. He had actually found a version that in which he didn't have to read subtitles, because then they were speaking Turkish, which is his language. And I was living with him during lockdown 2020, and him and his friend kept repeating this movie they would play PlayStation, and then when they take a break from that, they watch the movie, and they just did so repeatedly for a very long time, which was very annoying for me. So that's the memory I have of the movie. Perhaps I should watch it or create something, a new memory that is actually happy or something around it. Yeah, other than that, yeah, I know nothing about the movie. But then if you enjoyed the movie, then now you know it was shot in one of our African countries, and that is great. Something to celebrate. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if it's unfortunate or it is fortunate, but this is all that I have for you guys today. As I was doing research, I realized that there's so much out there about Mozambique that is negative, and I am just not about that life. As an African, I just do not want to perpetuate what Western media does when it comes to Africa. Yes, there's so many negative things that we find. For example, that I found about Mozambique. There's some about South Africa too that I dodged, and a lot about my country, which is why those fun facts were not a lot as well. But I feel like the Western media and other people that have other agendas are doing a very good job of perpetuating that. I am not going to be part of that. I decided that I'm not going to be a part of that. I'm going to highlight the stuff that is cool, that we can laugh about, that we can have a conversation about, that we can change if we have the power to do so, in the same way that I did with a fun fact about Botswana and saving the elephants. That's something we can do something about that. And about the flag here, we can have that conversation, and perhaps the more people talk about it, the more maybe it can be changed. I don't know. But the rest of the other stuff, it really doesn't help anybody. There's little to nothing that we can do about it. So yeah, I'm just all about spreading positivity and talking about the beauty there is in these countries. Perhaps one day I'm going to visit Mozambique, and I'm going to have more stuff to share. But for today, this is all I have. And if you got to this point of the video, thank you so much. You are a legend. I appreciate you. May you please comment Maputo in the comment section, so that I can know you got to this part of the video and you're a real one. If you do not know what Maputo is, you are not paying attention. It is the capital city of Mozambique. Yeah, so leave that in the comment section for me. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. If you're new here, do subscribe, because more fun facts are coming. Next week I'm going to be doing random fun facts, which are always fun if you're into vlogs. This very Friday there's gonna be a vlog over here, so subscribe and be part of the friendship. Okay. Yeah, for now it's bye for now. I'm gonna see you next time on the vlog on Friday, basically. Yeah, anyway, bye now.